Today, we are discussing a serious issue at the US-Canada border. Over 14,000 Indians were arrested last year for illegally crossing into the US from Canada. Now, this growing number of arrests has sparked concern as more and more people from India are taking dangerous and illegal routes to reach their dream destination, the US or Canada. So, let's take a closer look at why this is happening, the risks that are involved, and the future of immigration in the United States. Every year, millions of Indians dream of a better life in countries like the US and Canada. They hope for a better job, better education, and better future, which motivates many to migrate. However, some people are forced to take dangerous, illegal routes because they cannot get a visa or any proper paperwork to enter these countries legally. In the past year alone, the US authorities arrested over 14,000 Indians at the US-Canada border for attempting to cross illegally. And that's a huge number, as it shows just how serious this issue has become these days. Many of these migrants have paid up to $1 lakh to the smugglers to help them cross, and sometimes selling their land or taking out loans just to fund their journeys. Now, most of these migrants come from areas like Punjab and Gujarat, two states in India. Many of them are trying to escape tough economic conditions like unemployment or low wages. With that, there is also political tension back home. They are looking for a better future in the US, where they hope to find jobs mostly in the informal economy, such as in construction, restaurants, or any factories. Punjab and Gujarat are the two biggest regions where these migrants come from. Now, in these areas, there are a lot of pressure to move abroad for a better life, and many people are willing to take huge risks to escape poverty or seek opportunity. It's not uncommon for people to sell their land and borrow money from their relatives to pay the smugglers. But this decision can be really dangerous and often end up into tragedy. One of the biggest dangers is the route itself. Migrants often take highly dangerous paths to cross the border. For example, let me tell you, back in 2022, a family of 4, including 2 young children, tragically lost their lives while trying to cross the US-Canada border illegally. They froze to death in extreme cold conditions just a few meters away from safety. Now, it's just one example. Imagine how risky these journeys can be. Sadly, such incidents are not actually rare. The US-Canada border, specifically in places like Manitoba, is known for its harsh winter conditions. These routes are incredibly dangerous, and many migrants face extreme cold, lack of food, and long walks without proper gear. Now, with Donald Trump returning to the power, things may change. Trump is known for his strict immigration policies, and it's expected that the number of arrests and deportations will rise. The new government has vowed to remove millions of immigrants that are living in the United States illegally, which means that more people will be sent back home, often facing serious consequences for attempting to enter illegally. Under these new policies, the US authorities are increasing enforcement, which could make it even harder for people to enter the country illegally. This means many Indians who are already facing tough conditions may find themselves deported or trapped in even worse situations. So, what does this mean for people who are still dreaming of a better life in the US or Canada? Should the government make it easier for migrants to enter legally? What do you think about these risks that are involved in illegal immigration? We want to hear your thoughts. So, as we look ahead, the question remains the same. What reforms or changes are needed to reduce the risk for people trying to migrate legally? Will strict immigration policies make things safer, or will they push people further into dangerous situations? These questions only time will tell, but stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow this story closely.